inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington Commanders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Damn, it was where the other one at? I'm on my phone.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
God damn. Hey, what's wrong with your game, bro?
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause I starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental with the last time that I ate. Full from all of the bass. My ace boom going, big son told me about the game.
What's wrong with your game, bro?
Know my name, King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style, on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond sellers on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died or fed millions. With soul food, load and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberal.
Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington Commanders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. This will be swung out here for counter. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I think our statistician ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers his team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're a back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Murray off play action. To Connor on the check down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On 1st and 10 is Connor, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Murray now. And that will be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time on a return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to have the Commanders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's got some space here. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second and 6. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt, and this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a scoreless game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Murray again, this is Connor, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring it third down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, third and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. We're scoreless after one. So first and 10 now from the 30. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because
as they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Throwing on second down. Murray going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. James Conner with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Moore, the man in motion. On the counter, it's Connor. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try to keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. Throwing on first down is Murray. This will be caught inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Connor up the middle. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Murray now to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Hey, check that. Free.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, that's in the double coverage and intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the turnover, here's Murray. That's complete to McBride. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Second down and 3. Throwing now is Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission, and what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll set up a throw. He finds his target, Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Warrior 70.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
They start the drive with Connor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Murray. They'll roll him out right. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
On the counter, Gibson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. To the right side, and he's got more complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From the gun, Murray. Again, he finds more. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now Murray off play action. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Moore, the man in motion. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They run behind center with Connor. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And some room to maneuver. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Check mash, check mash.
2nd and 5. Steps away to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw here. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the 1st half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Cards are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, He's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
The drive will start with Connor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Connor going to get it again on second down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Murray now. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And it's taken in at the 9. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Go, Riggs, go! Crack on, lady! Ready?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here's Tressway now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.
So for Arizona, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.
Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it with no